Hello, everyone. This is Dr. She Cole, your cultural curator, your kinky curator, coming to you to give a little insight on my last wash days, and I did say plural, experience. So I wanted to share with you some new discoveries that might benefit you in the future. So jumping into things immediately, I washed my hair on Friday evening. And I did something a little different where I didn't rush to put in the product. Now, today is Monday, Martin Luther King's birthday, and you can see where my hair is actually all the way dry. It's like totally dry, which is a miracle. But I think I experienced a little bit of a quicker drying time because I didn't layer everything on my hair in one day. So I'm going to walk you through the process. My favorite African Pride Moisture Miracle Prepoo. I started with this Prepoo because it is conditioning with aloe and coconut water, as I've mentioned before, and it really helped to break down my hair in such a gentle way. Of course, I put it on dry hair and I let it sit. I pulled it through my hair very gently and I let that sit for a couple of hours, probably about 3 hours. So going into hour 3, I remembered before, like I shared with you, that I put my neem oil on my scalp. And because neem is an Ayurvedic oil used in India and in Africa, but predominantly in India, that particular oil, neem oil, has a lot of strengthening properties which help fortify the follicles in the scalp and strengthen the hair, prevent premature graying, etc. So I put my neem oil, this 100% pure, clean, virgin, American hemp and more Zatchurol, Z-A Zatchurol, Indian neem oil. So I put this on my scalp directly, all over the scalp, and then I massaged this into my scalp and hair, and I put on a shower cap. So that process was another 2 to 3 hours. So again, the process that I'm describing, you have to have time. And traditionally, I rush to get through the hair wash day process because I only want to dedicate about 2 hours to it in totality. But I decided to take my time to see what my results would be on the back end. So after putting the neem oil on my hair, letting it set with the shower cap for about 3 hours, I rinsed my hair out with warm, almost hot water. Warm, though. It was more on the warm side than hot, just so I can get the initial excess of the Prepoo and the oil off my hair, but not completely rinsed out. So once I did that, I went in with my bentonite clay mask, this Indian healing clay, Aztec Secret bentonite clay mask. So I did that and let that stay on my hair for about an hour and a half. So again, now this is a process that I started early on Friday that went into the evening. So there was no rush. I was taking my time. It was definitely a self-care situation because I wasn't really feeling that great and I just needed to do something to make me, feel better, give me a little more pep in my step. So I did that detox. So we're talking now about 7 hours in. So this is like a day that I just took to do these steps, watch TV, relax without, having any pressure to get my hair done, to get somewhere, to go somewhere. So once the detox was done, after about an hour and a half, I said I wanted to now clarify my hair. I needed to clarify. So I went in with Old Faithful, which is new, but now Old Faithful is staple, the Melanin African Black Soap Reviving Shampoo with revitalizing tea tree, soothing turmeric, and black cumin seed. So I washed my hair twice. And traditionally, when I don't have so much stuff going on that I'm doing to my hair, I don't wash twice. I'll wash one time, and it's sufficient, especially with this soap, this shampoo rather. But I washed twice because I wanted to make sure that my hair was clarified. Now, some of you might be thinking, why would you do all of that to your hair to then clarify it? Well, it's very simple. The neem oil is very, very medicinal and has a very, very heavy smell. And I used it in its rawest form. I didn't dilute it with any other essential oils. I didn't use it with another carrier product. I did not mix it in with a conditioner. I put straight up neem oil on my scalp and massaged it in, did the hot oil treatment, and let it penetrate my strands. So for me, after doing the bentonite clay mask, I wanted to clarify my hair because I had not clarified my hair in several weeks because I do a lot of co-wash, a lot of co-washing. So that was my point, but I wanted to ensure that when I went in with my deep conditioner, that I did not revert the softness of my hair that I did in the last week when I was using a lot of the Curlsmith products, which, by the way, every Curlsmith product that I have used is great. It had a phenomenal end result, even though I may not have liked the intense treatment serum on application. When I mixed it, like I said, with the melanin leave-in conditioner, I had never experienced my hair being that soft. But for me, my preference with any type of deep treatment, I like it to be very pliable. I like it to have a certain viscosity and movement to it. I don't like anything that feels waxy, but it did work on my hair. It worked. And I would not say anything to the contrary, but the application and the manipulation for it to get to a state where I could pull it through my hair, I had to work and find a formula that would be beneficial for me and my routine. But getting back to the melanin clarifying shampoo, clarified the hair. My hair was, soft, and I felt like I had definitely received benefit from my steps prior. So then I was able to go in with the deep conditioner. So this was something new. And actually, Tresses of Alexis mentioned Bakura, if I'm saying that correctly. Restful Beauty Bakura is a company that has wonderful deep conditioners, and the deep conditioner that she had suggested was sold out. I believe it was something that was made with honey, but they did not have it. It was sold out. So this vanilla whiskey restoring hair soak protein cocktail spiked with quinoa and malt whiskey minerals. It just was so good. The title caught me. The title caught me in and of itself. And I don't even understand how this smells. It smells so good. It smells so good. The vanilla whiskey. This smells like a very grown and sexy beverage that after you have put in time into a corporation and you have a nice 401k and portfolio going, you deserve a drink like this. That's what this reminds me of. Like a seasoned rich woman. That's what this smells like. And I said, well, let me go ahead and try it. So I put this in, and I love the fact that it had the protein cocktail spiked with quinoa and malt whiskey minerals. This was an experience. So again, put this on the hair, put on my foil cap to get that greenhouse effect going on, and left this in for a few hours. Now, let me say this. I watched another young lady on YouTube who is a cosmetic chemist, and she gave some good explanations as it relates to sleeping in conditioner and things of that nature. And it made sense to me. Leave-in conditioner and deep conditioner do have similar properties, maybe sometimes almost identical, along with the preservatives. And as they are tested, they're tested under extreme heat measures to withstand being able to battle corrosion, fungus, and things of that nature. So when you choose to sleep in a deep conditioner, it should be done very, very minimally. It should not be a regular practice or routine, especially if you already have issues with your scalp, where you would be prone to whether it's some type of a psoriasis, eczema, scalp issues, dandruff, etc. If you're already having challenges with your scalp, marinating in a deep conditioner overnight will probably not be the move. I have had positive and negative experiences sleeping with a deep conditioner. If a deep conditioner has more peppermint in it, it gives me a headache by the time I get through the night. I can't sleep with it throughout the night. I have to rinse it out of my hair. But if you have, for me, another deep conditioner that does not have the peppermint properties in it, it doesn't bother me. Now, I've just done that experiment 2 different times. So for me, another reason why I wanted to get through the process and stage it out, I wanted to be able to walk around with the deep conditioner and not sleep in it. So by the time I rinsed my hair out and basically cut it for the evening, I was able to rinse my hair out and then dry it with a terry cloth hat, if you will, to sleep in it and not deal with my hair with any product on it. So that's the stage that I actually wanted to get to. So once I put in that restoring hair soak, the vanilla whiskey deep conditioner, I was able to rinse that out after a couple of hours. And then I went in with a my JBCO, my Rooted Treasure organic Jamaican black castor oil. And I know you're like, how much stuff did you put in your hair? Hence why I always have flakes. But don't worry about that. Just follow me. I also put in some therapeutic neem butter that I purchased off of Amazon around my edges and certain parts where I have some thinning that, you know, it's growing back wonderfully. You can't even tell where I might have had thinning in the front of my hair. But again, I'm just making sure that I do everything that I can from an Ayurvedic standpoint and things that just work with the Jamaican black castor oil. And then I put the Curl Days Ultra Moisture Cream on my hair. So let me make sure that I'm giving you the proper order. I went in with the Curl Days first, although I said it last. After I rinsed my hair out, I went in with the Curl Days Ultra Moisture Cream first. Rubbed that in. And I'm noticing that with the moisture cream, even the one that I used from Curlsmith, the moisture creams tend to, they're creamy, they're great, but there's a certain texture to them that leaves a bit of a coating on the hair, which I guess would be what you want because you want your hair to have the moisture seal with it being coated. And it wasn't too heavy, but that's something that I really don't, I don't care for that feeling, but I'm noticing that as I'm using different ultra moisture creams, because Curlsmith has a moisture cream as well that I've used, and it's a similar effect, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just something that I noticed with texture. So I put this on my washed and deep conditioned hair first. Then I went in with the BC, the Rooted Treasure. And then along my edges and in my crown, I put the Neem Butter just around the edges a little bit and in my crown to strengthen those areas. So then I put my terry cloth cap on my head so that I could have my hair dry naturally through the night after I did a little towel drying, very minimal. Not a lot of manipulation. It just kind of tied it up in a turban, got the initial moisture off. And then I put these ingredients in my hair, and then I left my hair alone. So the rest of Friday evening going into Saturday, I just left my hair with those items on it. I didn't do anything to my hair. I just kind of let it dry naturally, walked around. I wasn't going anywhere, so I just really let it dry just with those items in. And I noticed that my hair wasn't exceedingly hard. It was soft. It could be manipulated, but my hair was able to dry with all those products in. Now, this was the game changer for me. On Sunday, because I had to go get my mom to take her food shopping and things of that nature, and every time my hair is not up to par, the sister will be looking at my hair from the back seat, and then she'll start asking the questions. So I just didn't want to answer the questions. So I wanted to make sure my hair was styled. So that gave me a good excuse to style earlier in the day on Sunday. So taking the advice from Curls by Amanda, I got some of these gloves, plastic gloves, and I took my shower and everything, and I just dampened my hair under the shower nozzle there, just so it could be wet to manipulation. So then I just massaged my hair so it could activate the products that were already in my hair. And then I put in my Oyen Honey's Handmade Hemp Detangling Conditioner, just a little bit more than a quarter size. So maybe like a dollar size amount in my hand. Put that in the hair, just work it to manipulation and detangled once again. And I noticed that I had minimal hair shedding with the gloves. Then I put in my Old Faithful Curl Days Glossy Shine Gel with Kukui Oil. Put that in, and I was able to work it from the root to the tip, And what I've noticed when I do the roots to the tips, especially around the perimeter of my hair, this portion of my hair tightens a lot tighter. So the illusion, even though I have this much, elasticity going on, the length of the hair, it tightens very tight with smaller coils in this area. The top area is a lot looser and gives me more, a little bit more volume at the top, but it gives me a nice tapered look as if I got my hair cut, but I didn't. But pulling all of that through, but when I really took my time to pull that through the perimeter of my hair and then pulled it through the top of my hair in the shower with the Curl Days, and then let it air dry, because I don't like getting under a dryer for any real reason. I think it's all of the trauma I experienced when I got my hair permed on a regular basis and trying to wait for the wrap to dry or the curly set. I just don't like being under a dryer. So that worked out very well. And this is now day 2 of the styler. So basically this might be officially my day 1 with completely dry hair, which it is, because the back portion that was still a little wet when I woke up is now dry. But this is day 1 styled hair, completely dry. Not only is my hair, it's not itching. I had no white residue, no flaking. And then when I got up this morning just to manipulate and style the hair and break the cast a little bit, I went in with Miche Polished Hair and Scalp Oil. So I put that on just to pull it through and style the hair. And I have to say, I am very pleased with the end result. I think you can see, the shine, and my hair was shining and looking, I think, great before even putting the Miche Polished Oil on top to help break the cast and manipulate so I could style. But I have to say that taking the time, so it's truly a wash day. It's truly a wash day. So I'll have to get that together in my schedule. we're in, quarantine now, so I'm not out here frolicking in these streets. But, when a system want to go out and do something, I'm going to have to get it together. But I will say that washing the hair, letting it completely dry with the product in, and just wetting your hair to activate and style gave me the same result as if my hair was sopping wet, but it didn't take as long to dry. I did not have the flaking, and I do not have the itching that I had before, that I had been experiencing in the last couple of weeks, and I used less product. So less is definitely more when you can take your time and pull through the steps, but you do a system and an approach that works for you. But this is something that worked for me, and I wanted to share. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this review. This is Dr. She Cole, your kinky curator, your cultural curator, saying thank you for sparing a few of your moments in time to sit with me as I go through this wash day with you. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a good one.